That's going in the video. I put the last one in the video.
You did not.
I absolutely did. Hi folks, Kevin, a slightly flustered Carol, a cat, and the slow dance basic. Now, there's many ways of doing this, and I may show some optional versions in class, but here's what it comes. It's not much different than what you just saw. All right, what makes this a little tricky is it's a 45-degree angle. Now the lady is moving perfectly sideways, and I'm going with her, but I'm at an angle to her. I'm not moving away from her. You notice I have my right foot's drawn back just a little bit. It's not under me because, well, we're playing footsies, and that's not good in this case. All right, so the basic is, well, let me show you what the basic is, and I'm going to start putting numbers on it, okay? So here it is. It's step, slide, march, march, step, slide, slide. I prefer wiggle, wiggle. It is a dance. Step, slide, wiggle, wiggle, okay? So I want to talk about the timing of this. This is a slow dance. You have to move slowly. And I want you to think, so when we're doing that step, slide, okay, what you have to be careful of is, okay, that's not a slow dance. A way to think about this is, think about time as a space. So if you say 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, when you say the word 1, you've just kind of, let's say a beats a space. So when you say 1, you're just through the front door. And I like to kind of say the word and, which kind of gets me to the back door. And then when I say 2, I'm in the next room, okay? So it's a way of, thinking about how you're going to slow this down. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So you see, I'm really slowing it down. I'm filling the time. Okay, so and then finally the wiggle wiggle. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. See, when I bring my foot in, I've got the heel up. Okay, for guys, for ladies, you're just going straight to the side. Okay, for guys, you're at this. Like I said, you've got one foot drawn back a little bit, so that you're not stomping on her feet. Because if you bring this forward, you're on his feet. So it is weird. You're basically ball to arch is the way the alignment works. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. More things about this. Whoever thought that stepping sideways was such a complicated task? Is I don't want you to project your foot. It's not 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. I want you to push yourself with your standing leg. So, hopefully I'm in the frame. So, push and push and. So, 1. So I guess another way of saying is push and slide and push and slide and push and slide and. You can see I even just drop into my knee a little bit. Like I said, this is the world's slowest skater step, okay? Because you want to use the large muscles of your backside to move yourself. The wiggle wiggle, yeah. So it's basically just sinking into your hip a little bit. I don't want it to be, bobblehead, okay? It's not this. Your head stays is steady. Your shoulders shouldn't even tip a whole bunch. All right. So it's yeah. I mean, my shoulders are tipping a little bit, but I'm not doing this. All right. It's subtle. Bump, bump. See, I'm just sinking into my hip, just a smidge.
And it's not.
Yeah, and I'm not doing this either. So all I'm really doing is just barely lifting the heel up of the foot I'm about to step onto. Okay, I guess I take the whole foot up, but it's once again it's just enough to slide a dime under. So yeah, move slow, move deliberately. Okay, never push yourself onto your foot. Don't topple onto it. All right? So.
And I think that's it for the basic.
Then that's it for the basic. Now, talk about frame. Ooh, frame. Okay, so once again, there's a couple of different ways of doing this. For the most part, Carol and I are going to teach this, to use a tango term, off the body, okay, where we've got a little bit of an air gap. And when I'm like this, my palm or my thumb is kind of up, her hand is resting on this, okay? It's between us, all right?
Also, before, just in case you ever see us out in the wild and when we do dance this, we generally are on the body. But because of some other couples' height difference and everything else, we are teaching it off the body because otherwise it would be very difficult.
It can get awkward, yeah.
So,
but anyway, yeah, good posture, don't slouch. You can look lovingly at each other a little bit. Not like rumba. I mean, rumba, you start. Now, the only problem is if you do look lovingly at each other, don't close. Okay? My hand is on Carol's shoulder blade. I've got my palm actually on her lat. All right? That's most of where, but I have tone in both arms. Okay? I'm holding, the laundry basket. My shoulder is a little bit in front. I'm sorry, my elbow's a little bit in front of my shoulder. It's definitely not back here. Okay? It's not going to be out there either.
And for ladies, it's wherever it's really comfortable. Again, because of the height difference, it may look a little bit different. My hand is on his shoulder, but for the people with height differences, just lay your hand wherever it's comfortable. If it's on his back or whatever works for you at that point. Because yeah.
But then, okay, so at that point, soft knees a little bit, and you're just gonna push yourself, if you will, with your standing leg onto the other one. So here we go. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and wiggle, wiggle. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and wiggle, wiggle. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and wiggle, wiggle. For those that are able to dance on the body, instead of my hand, it's really the crook of my arm, okay, that holds her. She is a little bit in front of me. Now it's really important to keep that arch to ball. So we're not ball to arch. There we go. Wiggle. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and wiggle, wiggle. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so that's the basic, but let's turn it.
I say that in another video.
To be continued.